Hi, today we will discuss electric field and electric field due to point charge and linear charge distribution. Right? So now we have electric field. What do you mean by electric field? See, whenever you consider a charge, let us consider this as a charge. Now the space around it, in which if you place another charge, so it will experience a Coulomb force. This field is called as what? Electric field. So now electric field we can define as the Coulomb force acted on per unit charge. So now this is unit of this electric field will become what? Newton per Coulomb, and the direction of electric field is always in the direction of electric force, right? So this is the electric field. So now what do you mean by electric field? Whenever charge in a around other charge, so it experiences a force. That reason is called as what? Electric field. So now electric field due to point charge. So now as we know, if I consider a plus q charge at point p, if I want to find out electric field, so now see here it is at a distance of what? R. So now whenever you want to find out electric field, you will use a unit charge, test charge. Test charge is q naught. It is always positive, right? And it does not affect the field already existing one. So we will keep here unit test charge plus. Now this is plus sign plus. They will attract or repel? Repel. So it will be repelled with a force, Coulomb force Fc. So now Coulomb force, we know already Coulomb force can be written as what? K q naught divided by distance between them is r square. So this is Coulomb force. So now electric field definition is what? Coulomb force divided by that unit charge. Now see, if you want a direction, so this is unit vector from A to B, you can say. So now this can be written as what? K q naught get cancelled, q divided by r square unit vector. So this is the electric field due to point charge, right? So we know this equation very well. So now see electric field due to linear charge distribution. If a charge is distributed along the length of a conductor or insulator, anything, then what will be electric field due to this distribution? So before that we have one term, this is lambda. Lambda is called as what? Linear charge density. It is what? Linear charge density, right? So now linear charge density is total charge per unit length. So the charge can be written as what? Lambda into L. See, if you want a charge on small length, let us consider this is a small length dx. Then charge on this dx will be what? Dq. So I can write dq is equal to lambda, that is length is how much? Dx. So we will this expression in now, right? In this one we will discuss first case. See, on the axial line, see, if I have taken a conductor of length L, right, which is having charge q, right? So now I have considered its length. I want to find out electric field at point P, so which is at a distance of what? R from the one end. So now I will consider a small length dx. So we have already discussed how much this dx will charge it will have. So that is what? Dq is equal to lambda into dx. So now see, if you want to find out electric field at point B due to this whole length, first I will find out due to this dx. So now let us consider electric field at point E due to dx is what? dE. So I will write dE. dE is equal to K charge, that is we can consider this as a small point charge dq, them x, that is what? X square. See, dq can be written as what? De is equal to k lambda into dx divided by x square. So now this is a small electric field due to dx, but I want total electric field due to this length. So total electric field due to this length, so charges starts from where? R to R plus L. So I will integrate this one equation. So from where to where? So K is constant, lambda is constant, integration of where to where? R to R plus L. Right? So what will remain? X power minus 2 into dx. So after integration, what you will get? Total electric field K lambda, right? So now after integration of x power minus 2, what you will get? Minus 1 by x r plus L divided by into lower limit is what? R. Upper limit is r plus L, lower limit is r. So now when you substitute these, so you will get value that is E is equal to K. K can be written as what? 1 by 4 naught lambda into L divided by R plus L. Linear charge on axial line, right? See, this lambda into L can be written as, if they have given total charge Q, you can replace this lambda into L by Q also, right? So we will discuss next one, right? Now we will discuss on perpendicular distance r from the charge distribution. Now see, this is a charge distribution, so I will consider these 2 points, right? A perpendicular distance of what? R. Here we want to find out electric field. Now see, let us consider this as a theta 1, this as what? Theta 2. So now to find out this one, see, I will consider on this length a small portion. This small portion is equal to what? Dx. Now this dx will have charge of what? Dq is equal to lambda into dx, right? So now let us consider this as what? X distance. From here to here it is what? What distance? X distance. Now let us consider this as what? Y. So now electric field due to this dq at point P will be in the direction of this one, dE, right? So now let us consider this angle is theta, right? See, from this is point A, this is point B. Now here point A, this is point B. So somewhere in between I have taken dx. So now it will have two components. So this will also be theta. So now this is what? dE sine theta, and this is what? dE cos theta. So that means this electric field have two components, one along horizontal direction, that is dE sine theta, another one along y-axis dE cos theta. Now you have to find out dE cos theta and dE sine theta. Before that, we will consider some notation. See, consider this as a triangle. So can I write tan theta is equal to x divided by r, perpendicular by base. So I can write x is equal to what? R tan theta, right? So if you differentiate, delta x is equal to what? You can write r into secant square theta into d theta. Just I have differentiated this term, right? So now remember, x can be written as what? R tan theta. Dx can be written as what? R secant square d theta. See, now I can write y square is equal to, see, it is a right angle triangle, y square is equal to what? X square plus r square. If you substitute x square value, it will become r square into tan square theta plus r square. When you take r square common, so 1 plus tan square theta can be written as what? Secant square theta. That means what? I can write y square as r square secant square theta. So now I will find out horizontal component as well as vertical component. Now see, horizontal component. So that is, horizontal component is what? Ex is equal to, Ex is equal to how much? So Ex is equal to dE sine theta, dE sine theta. So now electric field due to this small charge can be written as what? K lambda dx divided by y square into sine theta, right? So now if I write k lambda dx can be written as what? R secant square theta into d theta, r secant square theta into d theta into sine theta. See, this is small electric field due to portion. So divided by y square. Y square can be written as what? We have already derived y square is what? R square secant square theta. So now substitute this one. So what you will get? R square secant square theta. So now r square get cancelled, secant theta get cancelled. So now this dEx can be written as what? K lambda divided by r sine theta into d theta. So now where to where we have to integrate? See, we have considered this as O, right? So both are on other coordinates. So we will integrate dEx is equal to K lambda. So integrating from minus theta 2 to theta 1 sine theta d theta, right? So what you will get? So electric field along x-axis K lambda divided by r. When you integrate, you will get what? Cos theta. So we will get what? Cos theta 2 minus cos theta 1. When you substitute upper limit and lower limit. This is the expression for what? Electric field along horizontal direction. So now if you want to find out electric field along, that is d, that is ey, so that is what? De cos theta. Again if you substitute, everything will be same, just the difference is what? K lambda divided by r, integration from minus theta to theta, but here you will get what? Cos theta. Why? Because we have what? Cos theta. So on integrating, we will get Ey is equal to K lambda divided by R into sine theta 1 plus sine theta 2. So these two are the electric field along x-axis and y-axis. If you want a total electric field, that is a resultant of these two, then we will have this Ex and Ei are perpendicular to each other, so resultant will be under root of what? Ex square plus Ey square. So the electric field at perpendicular distance due to linear charge is what? Along x-axis is this one, along y-axis is this one, right? So now we will discuss some special cases regarding this, right? The first one, see, if theta 1 and theta 2 are equal, that means what? If it is a line charge distribution, so the perpendicular distance will be exactly at the center. If exactly at the center, then what? This angle and this angle will be equal to what? Theta 1 and theta 2 will be equal to what? Same, right? Because equal lengths will cover equal angle. That means what? Now Ex quantity. So now Ex is equal to how much? So K lambda divided by R. One is what? Cos theta minus cos theta. So how much you will get? 0. Now along y-axis, K lambda divided by R. So what you will get? See, sine theta 1. That is sine theta plus sine theta 2. Sine theta. So what you will get? 2K lambda divided by R sine theta. Right? So now this is the expression. Next one is semi-infinite wire. Semi-infinite wire means one end, from one end to another end it extends up to what? Infinity. Now see, this side, that is what? Theta 2 became what? 0 degree Celsius. That this line is coincide with what? This perpendicular line. Theta 2 becomes 0 and theta 1 becomes what? 90 degree. Now see Ex value. So K lambda divided by R cos theta 2 is what? 0, that is equal to what? 1 minus cos 90 is what? 0. So we will get Ex value is K lambda divided by R. So now Ey value K lambda divided by R. Sin theta 1 is 90 degree, so that is 1. Sin 0 is what? 0. So again what we will get? Ey as K lambda divided by R. So resultant of these two, see Ex and Ey are equal. So resultant is equal to under root Ex square plus Ey square. So or I can write root 2 of K lambda divided by R. Therefore, the resultant electric field due to semi-infinite wire is root 2 K lambda divided by R. Right? So now if you consider infinite wire, so now infinite wire means what? Right, infinite wire means both sides are extended up to what? Infinity. This is also infinity and this is also infinity. Now see, if it is extended up to infinity means what? Theta 1 is also equal to 90 degree and theta 2 is also equal to 90 degree. Then Ex value will become what? K lambda divided by R, right? Cos 90 0 minus 0, so everything will be equal to what? 0. So Ey, that is K lambda divided by R. Sin 90 is 1 and 1, so that's why Ey is equal to 2K lambda divided by R. So the total electric field is resultant is also what you will get? Resultant also, so you will get what? Only one component. So 2K lambda divided by R. This is the electric field due to infinite wire at a distance, perpendicular distance R. So this is the cases of what? Point charge and linear charge distribution electric field. Right? So thank you.